Let's take a moment now for the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. Clark, what do you think will be the key for the Nuggets?
How they deal with Chris Paul is going to be very important. He is a dynamic scorer, a dynamite scorer, capable of putting up big numbers on any given night. He's got major game.
Clark, what about New Orleans? What's the key for them?
One player you got to be aware of is Chauncey Billups. He's a dead-eye marksman from long range, deep range. I call it in-the-gym range.
Smith with it. And in that game with Houston, he did not play well. And so here is Denver. Grant, he's guarded by Billups. Picked by Okafor. Dumps it off to the wing. To Grant. Drops it in on the layup.
That's a strong finish inside. That's where you want to work your magic, Kevin.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And the last time they saw this team was when they knocked them out in the first round.
The Nuggets with the last touch. And here are the Hornets now. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
I didn't think we saw a real strong outing defensively from them, Kevin. And very few teams can get away with winning maybe a handful of games, if that, relying solely on their offense.
As you were saying, Clark, in the playoffs, sent them home real early.
That offseason is pretty long, Kevin. We get bumped that early, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Now Paul, the Nuggets getting the bucket. Laid in with the D draped all over. The Nuggets will hold on to it. Smith with it, averaging 23 points per contest. Grant. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. 4-point game. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
We didn't see them play a really smart game. I mean, there were a lot of brain fades in their effort. They seemed out of sync, giving up a game they should have won.
It's going the other way. Nice block.
He tried to air it out. Bad pass there.
Here's Paul. Connects from in close. Smith with it. 2:57 left in the first. Smith. Open look. Good.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
And here are the Hornets now. They lead by 4. Okafor with the ball. He's against Martin. Here's Grant. No good. Now Denver takes it the other way.
Looked like he had the angle. That's a bad miss that close to the goal.
Anthony's shot is off. New Orleans in the lead. Okafor gets in close, finishes with the soft touch. The Nuggets trail. And here is Billups. Right now averaging 21 points a game. Anthony with it, behind the arc. Okafor grabs the miss. And it's the Hornets with the ball. To the paint. Here's West. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
They're really giving them all they can handle here. The defense is having a hard time keeping up.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Allen heads to the bench and finally gets a chance to rest. And here is Billups. No points for him. Nene down low. Working on Okafor. Martin was parked down low and got hit with the 3-second call. New Orleans is just getting everything they want inside.
Points in the paint have been the story so far, and I don't think it's going to change unless this team starts defending with physicality, bodying up without fouling.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. 8-point game. Here's West. good from 11 feet out. Smith with it. 1:12 left in the first quarter. Billups dumps it off. Anthony with the bucket.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And we always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. You take a look at Okafor, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
Field goal percentage is always a function of the kinds of shots you take. And this guy here, I tell you what, not only does he make a high percentage of...
Here's Billups, dumps it off. Great finish in traffic.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
Here's Paul. What a big-time shot to beat the buzzer.
You got to be cool and confident to hit a shot like that. He is, and he delivered.
The Hornets with the early lead.
Well, they've been the beneficiary of quite a few turnovers. They've made fewer mistakes, and that's why they're ahead.
And we end an exciting first quarter. The score, 17-11. All right, the first quarter had a lot of good action. I think we'll be in for some more here in the second. And here are the Hornets now. They've led by as much as 10. And here's what's in store for next Wednesday. And the Phoenix Suns. They're going to play host to the visiting Oklahoma City Thunder. It'll be a 7 o'clock start time.
Whoa! Too easy. Far too easy.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Carmelo. And it's Emeka Okafor with the rebound. And it's the Hornets with the ball. They're leading by 8. Lead pass, down low. The shot's good from Paul.
That's a good example of excellent communication. The nice lead pass led his teammate right to the rim for the basket.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Denver. Solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And of course, the New Orleans Hornets. Right now, they're 5 spots below them. And so here is Denver. It's a 10-point game. Here's Lawson. Shot is off. And New Orleans will take it the other way. To Okafor from close range. Rebounded by Anthony. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Martin. Smith with it. Shoots the 3. Good. He's got 7.
You look at them and what they're trying to do on offense, and I like it. I really do. I like the way they're using the entire court. They're spreading themselves out, and when you spread yourself out and make the extra pass, it gives you a chance to get good looks from behind the three-point line, and they're draining their chances.
Here's Grant. Money on the 10-footer.
He's not their go-to guy offensively normally, but when his number was called, he rose to the occasion.
Smith backs in. Billups. Off the mark from 3.
They're showing a slight advantage on the boards in this one to this point, Kevin.
Stolen by Billups. Here comes Billups. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Lays it right in. And here are the Hornets now. They lead by 7. Grant to the left block. Here's Okafor. Hits the quick shot. Nice bucket by the 6-year veteran out of Buchanan. And that slight advantage on the glass has helped them with the lead here.
Yeah, I expect that the team that grabs more rebounds is always one of the barometers in winning. Who controls the rebounding story? And if you out-rebound your opponent, typically you're going to have a chance to win. With nobody around, he can't get it to fall. Won't see that very often, folks.
And looking forward to next Sunday, we'll see Al.
He's just hurting their feelings on that one.
The Nuggets on offense. To Anthony. Here's Anthony. Connects on the tough shot. Seems like every level of basketball, Melo Anthony has been a success. In his high school, the 1 year at Syracuse, a national champion. Freshman of the year in college basketball. He's not missed a beat since coming to the NBA.
Yeah, and he's got the full package. He has everything you want in a forward. He can shoot it, he can drive it, he can post you. I think the strongest part.
And here are the Hornets now. 11-point game. Grant. Yes! And the foul. They get Kenyon Martin.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul. Grant, shooting one.
No good, and they don't get the three-point play. Here comes Billups. No point. From deep, and Billups gets it to go.
The defense was slow to set up there, and as a result.
And here are the Hornets now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Grant from short range. Can't get it to go. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Mark.
Oh! Nice looking reverse dunk there, and the defense couldn't do anything about it.
And here are the Hornets now. 8-point game. Grant from short range. 12 points for him.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
And here's Denver, trailing by 10. It's off his leg, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. And you look at Anthony, third in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
Well, you know, this guy is such a dynamic scorer. He's got everything in his offensive arsenal that you want to see that allows him to carry his team. I mean, they play through him because he does it all offensively. On the other hand, for the defense, he's an absolute nightmare. You can't figure out what you want to take away from him.
Some changes for the Hornets. Now let's check out some scores from yesterday's action. Out in Miami, the Heat picking up the win. The Magic defeated. The Suns grab one on the road. The Blazers dropping that one. For the Bulls, a good game in Chicago. The New York Knicks going down. And back to the game we go. The shot by Ney, no good.
Right now, boy, they're playing strong on the glass. +8 in rebound.
Ney pulls it in. And here comes Carmelo Anthony. 7 points in the game. In close. It's blocked. Armstrong with the rejection, and it's still a double-digit ball game. Right wing. Paul tries to keep it alive, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Nuggets. There'll be more coming your way next Wednesday. It's going to be Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic. They'll be hosting the Houston Rockets. It all gets underway at 7 o'clock Eastern.
I think it'll be fun.
And here are the Hornets now. Here's Grant. Rebound by Anthony.
If the shot's not within your range, don't take it. That's very simple.
Here's Allen. Drains the open look. He has 6.
His height is really an advantage on that medium-range jumper. He can just rise up and pop it right over the defenders and get a good shot every time.
Grant leads the game in assists. Smith, the two-handed jam.
He's been in the zone, Kevin. If they put it all together around his scoring, they might still have a chance.
Time called here. The Hornets decide to talk it over. The Hornets changing it up. And the Hornets now. 8-point game.
They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry, Kevin.
Lays it in off the glass. Here comes Billups. 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Deflects the pass. Steal by Peterson.
To get back into this game, Kevin, they need to really concentrate on limiting the turnovers. I mean, it hasn't been terrible for them, but it's still hurting their cause.
Smith with it. 11 points in the game. Smith got it up. Misses the buzzer beater. We're at the end of the third, and it's a double-digit game. The score, 52-40. Grant has played his heart out. 16 points and 6 assists.
Boy, quite a game, isn't he, Kevin? He's not considered to be one of their top players, but he has given them a big boost.
The fourth quarter about to get started here in what's been an entertaining game. Welcome to the fourth quarter. Wide margin on the scoreboard tells it all. This one is probably over, but you never know. Anything can happen. Smith with it. Anthony with it. From just inside the arc, Okafor has it, and that's his 8th rebound of the contest. And here are the Hornets now. Here's Grant. Got a hand on it. Great play by Billups. The fast break is on. Here's Smith. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good to leave the door open for him.
Okafor in the post, working on Anderson. Shot's good from West.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
Denver calls timeout. Cheryl, moments ago you had a chance to speak with Byron Scott. What did he have to tell you?
Hey guys, he wants his team to loosen up offensively. He said, we're passing on too many open looks. If you got a good look, take it. These are shots we can make. That's something most players don't mind hearing. Back to you, Kev.
Thank you, Cheryl. Anthony, kept alive. Martin's in the post, working on Okafor. From downtown, that's good. Sweet touch by the 13th year veteran Colorado. New Orleans in the lead. Here's West. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
Boy, what a tough competitor, partner. He's still contributing even with the injury.
Defended by Paul. Puts up the tray. The shot no good. And New Orleans will take it the other way. The break is on. The Hornets give up possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Nuggets. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the 2-game road trip. The name is in at center. And here is Billups. 6 points for him. From downtown. And Billups gets it to go.
You can see that they're trying to open things up here to get back in the ball game. They still need to work at the defensive end on getting some stops, but offensively, they're on the right track.
Here's Okafor. Buries the teardrop layup. They now have a double-digit lead.
Those floaters are difficult to hit, but he made it look easy right there.
Here comes Billups. He's got 9. Coach Carl wants a timeout. They're losing by 10. 2:46 left in the game. Kick out, perimeter. 6 seconds to shoot. Carmelo. The shot is off, and New Orleans will take it the other way.
And that's pretty much how this game has gone. They've controlled the boards and looked to come away with the win right here.
To Okafor. Paul. Pick by Okafor. Off the screen. That's good. They're in front, 60-48. And Clark, as you were saying before, they're controlling the inside presence, just overwhelming here today.
And I really thought that was the deciding factor, Kevin. I mean, they were just too strong inside.
And here is Billups. 6 seconds to shoot. Hands it off to Carmelo. Here's Billups. Off from three-point land.
They're hitting the boards with a vengeance. That's been a big factor in building this lead.
To West. Scooped up. Perimeter. Here's Stojakovic. Trains it for 3.
Healthy lead, and with smart the way, they should be able to win.
The Nuggets take their last 22nd timeout. They're behind by 15. 1:23 left to the fourth.
So amazing, so amazing, so amazing. It's amazing.
The Hornets changing it up. And here is Billups. 9 points in the game so far. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They trail by 14. Lawson kept alive to the elbow. Allen, that's good.
That's exactly where the coach wants him to get his shot, kicking right there from mid-range.
Here's Grant from close range. The Hornets walk away with a double-digit victory as they defeat the Nuggets 67-55. Grant is the Jordan Brand player of the game and some solid numbers.
Well, he was the initiator and the playmaker for their offense, Kevin. He kept his head up and created a bunch of easy scores with his passing.
Time for us to say goodbye. For Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.
Are you ready for your glowing review? I'd like to start off by saying that I thought your shot selection was fantastic. There is no better way to put your team into a position to win than by taking smart shots. I tell you, another thing I really liked out there was your ball distribution. Steve Nash makes his teammates look so good. I saw that instinct in you out there. All in all, I really don't know what else to say. Keep it up.